can't be free. Everybody wanna judge, say I'm a thug, I'm a player, I'm a simple, why I can't be me? When I walk up in the store, all the Karens get to staring at me. Put my heart in my music, it's still on my sleeve. Everybody been portrayed.
So fam, what's the word? It's your boy Spiritual Trey. It is now episode 47 of the Sofa Thoughts blog. And today we're gonna be breaking down more stories of the Bible. And if you guys haven't seen my Adam and Eve breakdown, you guys definitely want to go watch that. It's other stories in the Bible that I broke down, but you guys definitely should go check that one out. It'll help you understand this one a lot better. By the way, family, before I get started, I just wanted to thank y'all. You feel me? Thank y'all for all the support that y'all been giving me. Yesterday, Sofa Thoughts officially made 1 year old. You feel me? And it's crazy that time flying by like that, man. Like, seemed like just yesterday I just made my first video. Now I got a whole catalog, but like I say, we growing. We not gonna done on that too much because we got plenty of more years to go, right? Let's dive right into it. Now, if you guys aren't completely familiar with the Peter story, don't worry, you don't really gotta be, you know, because I'm not really here to break down the whole story anyway. We gonna specifically focus on the part that we all know about, when he got off of that ship and started walking on water towards Jesus. Now, let's put some logic into this. We all know that no human has ever walked on the water in liquid form. Now, if it formed into ice, we skate on it, but nobody has ever walked on water. We know that. So let's really make sense of this. What is water allegorical to? You don't got to be an astrology expert to know that the water element is allegorical to emotion, right? And I'm sorry for this loud ass dog, y'all. That's the one thing I hate about this neighborhood, man. All these damn dogs. But anyway, so yeah, we all know that water is allegorical to emotion, right? The reason for that is emotions flow like waves. Moods come in and out like currents. You feel me? So when you think emotion, think water. Or when you think water, think emotion, right? Now, if y'all watch my Adam and Eve story, y'all know I said that all men in the Bible are allegorical to thought. Shout out my boy Dolo the Pilot Man for that gem. And all women are allegorical to our emotions that the spirit has, right? So let's break this down. If Peter is allegorical to thought, water is allegorical to emotions, how in the hell can a thought walk on an emotion? Does that make sense? It actually does, and I'm gonna break it down. Now, we all know that when we dive too deep into our emotions, what starts to happen, right? When we dive too deep into our waters, we begin to drown, right? If you get too lost into a sad thought, you can begin to drown in sorrow to the point where you might even release actual fluids that we call tears. If you dive too deep into negative memories, that can end up turning into trauma, and that trauma can end up creating a negative frequency around your aura, thus attracting more negative situations, and you will be drowning in your own darkness, right, that you created. So diving too deep into emotions creates darkness, creates the feeling of drowning, right? So how do we override our emotions? How do we rise above our emotions? With logic, right? Of course, with logic. See, it's all simple. When you actually break down these stories and break down the meaning of life in general, it's actually all simple. All of the simple shit come together and make life complex. But anyway, continuing with the breakdown, we rise above our emotions with logical thought. Duh. So what is Jesus representative to in this story? Because remember, Peter, the reason why he was even able to walk on water is he was focusing on looking at Jesus. Like, he was keeping his eyesight on Jesus. He didn't even really know he was walking on water at first. So, boom. Going back into this, what is that allegorical to? Well, when you focus on wanting to get out of your waters, wanting to get out of whatever mental cage that you are in, because let's also think about this. Why did Peter start drowning? He started drowning because it was a storm that night, right? And the storm started to put fear into Peter's heart, and he began to drown. Remember, Jesus had to save Peter. What is that storm causing Peter to drown? What is that allegorical to? Our traumas. That storm is allegorical to whatever traumas, whatever fears, or whatever biases that you have that might be holding you down and causing you to drown. Jesus is allegorical to you as a spirit, rising your solar plexus up to your crown chakra and actually logically observing situations. Actually logically observing what you've been through. Like, for example, because I always love to throw examples out there to make it make sense. Let's say you at work and a coworker does something that dishonors you in a way to where, in most cases, you will probably put hands on that coworker, right? Whatever action that coworker did to strike up that energy in you, that's the storm coming, right? You, as Peter, are tempted to go dive into your waters and drown you and him, because the second you hit that coworker, y'all both gonna be fired, right? Might even get arrested. So you even contemplating on doing that is you as Peter starting to drown. That's allegorical to Peter starting to drown because of the storm that the coworker has created. Jesus is allegorical to you having a higher thought that, man, I can't lose my job right now. I gotta be able to take care of my bills and feed my kids. So even though this guy or this woman just disrespected me, I'ma just create some boundaries. I'ma respectfully create boundaries and verbally tell them that wasn't okay, and I'm gonna move on with my day, even if I have to cut them off and not speak to them again. That higher thought of handling that situation, at that point, you walked on water. You walked on your waters. Because if you would have dove into your waters, you would have hit that lady. If you would have dove into your emotions, you would have hit her, right? And you would have drowned yourself. You would have drowned yourself in all type of debt, because you wouldn't have been able to pay your bills for at least a few weeks, whatever, unless you got some money saved up. But y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying? You know, the allegory is allegorical to us not falling into our emotions and developing higher thoughts to focus on that help us override our emotions in situations where the storm might be tempting us to drown. I hope I'm making sense, y'all. Let's take this a little deeper. Because as y'all can see in the title, I also asked y'all, are you really black and proud? The reason why I asked that question is, what happens when we dive into our emotions? I just said this, right? We drown in darkness. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, I don't know if y'all know, the true source of the term black, but when it was created, its creation is similar to the creation of the term nigger. It was a term that was created in slavery by slave masters, and it wasn't a term of endearment. Black wasn't a term of endearment. Now, I'm sure a lot of y'all do know that, because there's a lot of smart people who watch my channel. Let's go deep into the psychology of why black is really not a term of endearment. What is blackness? Blackness is darkness, right? This shirt is black. This hat is black. I wore this on purpose today. Blackness is darkness, right? We just said that when you go too deep into your waters, you'll drown in darkness. Okay. I mean, let's really think about it. What is this system's main mission? To divide and conquer, right? How do they divide and conquer us? By using our own emotions against us and getting us lost into our emotions, getting us lost into a darkness? How do they do that? Oh, by creating social classes, by creating divisive music. My bad, y'all. Creating divisive music, creating all of these different religions, all of these different knowledge systems. So many things. If you think about it, this whole matrix is built on separation. White privilege. All of these different thought forms that weren't created by us, but we tend to indulge into these thought systems. because we're emotionally connected to whichever part of the spectrum that we're on, and whatever space we're talking about, whether it's religion, the music we listen to, what social class we're in, and how we look at other social classes, whatever it is, we all are lost into our own biases, our own traumas. These are the things that keep us lost into a darkness, right? What is black? Darkness, right? Put two and two together. If you really black and proud, you basically saying you depressed and proud, because that's what blackness is. You know, that's where the color blackness even comes from. All of our emotions coming together, all of our chakras coming together, create darkness. The universe is dark because of all of our chakras coming together. Remember, our chakras create the color spectrum. The color spectrum comes from our chakras, our thoughts and feelings, and don't get it twisted, it really does. So all of our color spectrums come together to create darkness. All of our thoughts and feelings come together to create darkness. When you get too lost into your thoughts and feelings, you will be lost in a darkness. Separating is what brings clarity, right? When you meditate, you get rid of your thoughts and feelings. You're striving for clarity when you meditate, for clearness. So, are you really black and proud? That's a damn shame if you are. Because I'm not black. And you look at my skin, you can tell I'm not black. None of us are black. Why the hell would they call us that? Shit, maybe they put us in our blackness. And we accepted that shit, right? We accept the depression that they put on the plate for us to eat. Not me anyway, not no more. I don't call myself black. I'd rather call myself gold. Cause gold looks like shine, right? It's the reason I call myself the golden child. Gold looks like shine. A shiny ass idea can change the world, right? A shiny, bright idea. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Every single culture system started off from an idea. A bright idea. So I much rather call myself gold before I call myself black. And to be honest, I'm neither. I'm clear. I see shit clear. We all should strive to be clear and have clarity. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I'm pretty sure y'all get the gist of it. What you gonna do, Peter? You gonna let the storm cause you to drown in your darkness and be black and proud? Or are you gonna logically pull yourself out of that void and have the clarity to see that you are golden? It's your boy Spiritual Trey signing out. Remember, you are not your mind. You are the spirit that's creating your mind. Stop letting your attachments to your biases, you know, your emotional attachments to the impulse reactions that you had in situations that are now transformed into traumas. You can transform them into motivation to propel you forward, but transform your traumas into triumph. Do not let yourself drown, Peter. Find Jesus. Find your higher thought and follow it. Spiritual Trey signing out. Love you, family.
On the beat, start preaching. Feel no evil, see no evil, but peep it. I don't aim for the stars, I want leeches. And the snake spawn, I'ma kill the whole species. Rest in peace to all the peaceful preaching. The youngest wildin', but they say they evil, that's kinda reaching. Who really controlling the way you thinking? Find the truth.